Welcome to Weekly Degeneracy. If you're here, I don't know why you are, but thanks for listening. We're gonna try to make you money here and have a good time doing it. I'm Brogan, and I'm joined by.
I'm Sean.
God damn it, Sean.
Perfect. Hit it. You got it.
and,
All
Keep
right,
it. It's fine.
and
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 Nick, and Nick, and
uh,
Nick.
yep. So, anyways, yeah, you can tell we know what we're doing here. Anyways, we're just here to make money. We're not here to sound good. So how this podcast is going to work? We'll be here weekly, especially throughout the NFL season. We're going to go through the entire NFL spreads. We'll go throw out some heaters, So these are some bets that are going to be maybe some stretches, but we'll make you some money. But what we're actually going to do is be keeping track of our weekly locks. So each one of us will have 5 weekly locks. That's 15 total weekly locks. And then any of those weekly locks that are missed, we'll have to take a shot at the beginning of the next podcast episode for week 2 for however many of those that you miss individually. And then we'll also do a parlay of the week where each one of us puts in one leg of a parlay. And if your leg loses in that parlay, you will also have to take a shot. So there's a chance one of us could be coming into a week, starting off the episode taking 6 shots. So yeah, thanks for coming along on the ride if you're here. And I guess we can jump right into the week 1 spread. So as we're recording this, the NFL season starts tomorrow. Big game on Thursday night, maybe not based on the spread, but we got the Eagles and Cowboys. Using DraftKings for all these spreads, and it actually changed since I had it written down here. It is down to 7.5 for the birds. Sean, how you feeling? Cowboys Eagles at 7.5 for the Eagles.
I don't know. I think 70 and a half. That's a lot, but I'd still probably say birds on that one. Yeah, no, or wait, no, I'm looking at it too. Oh, it is 7.5. Yeah. Yeah, I would say hammer the shit out of that one.
Yeah,
Not even close. The Eagles are coming off Super Bowl win. The Cowboys just lost Micah Parsons. That O line is in shambles. The Eagles D line is their strength. Their front seven is going to get the Dakota Rain Prescott all day. Yeah. Eagles 7.5. That is one of my locks.
I don't know about Eagles 70, but I agree with Sean. 7.5 is it's pretty good for all the same reasons.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to be follow the leader here, especially for our first ever episode and our first ever picks, but I don't know. If it was 10.5, I could be talked into the boys, but 7.5 at Philadelphia, Cowboys in shambles. I'll take Philadelphia as well. So we're all riding Philadelphia at 7.5. Next game, an exciting one out in the AFC West. Chiefs at the Chargers. Chiefs are 3-point favorites. Sean, we got.
So don't overthink this one. The field's going to be dog shit. Pacheco runs pissed off. And Jim Harbaugh, he's a good coach. He really likes to pound the rock, but when in doubt, you got to lean Chiefs here. You got to go Chiefs -3.5. You give Andy Reid, Andy Reid's record on a bye is phenomenal. You give him an old NFL offseason, it's not even going to be close. I think the Chiefs roll here.
Hey, buddy, the spread's at -3.
-3?
Minus
Even
three.
better.
Uh, yeah, I
It's
don't
changed since
know.
I've written it
I
down.
don't like it. I genuinely don't like this one. Honestly, I would probably go Chargers on this one. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be a contrarian here. I'm gonna go Chargers +3.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
got
I'm
a
actually
I
kind of.
got a 20, so, sorry. I got a $25 free play bet that I just got through a one of our, not a sponsor of the show, but I'll just say it, Bet US, nice offshore south of the border, close to the equator, if you know what I'm saying. So I'll be putting my money on the Chiefs there.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn like Nick, honestly. I think recency bias makes me think of the Chiefs. The Chiefs have kind of been the dynasty for the last few years. But I don't know, the Chargers, man, Jim Harbaugh, you know, who's got it better than us? Nobody. but I think the Chiefs are going to have it better than them. I'm going to go Chiefs. Give me the -3. Next one, not probably as exciting, but Commanders or Giants at Commanders. Commanders getting or 6-point favorites. Sean, what you got?
Well, I mean, I think we all know where I'm lining up here. I'm going to take the Giants at +6, easy. I think the Giants might win that game outright.
Nah, dog.
I mean, this is the healthiest Russell Wilson's going to be. You have a Malik Neighbor, and Russell Wilson can throw the deep ball. One thing, well, there's many things that Daniel Jones was lacking as an NFL quarterback, but one of the things is an inability to throw the deep ball. That Malik Neighbors is going to be able to stretch the field. You got Jalen Hyatt also, not necessarily as high on him, but I think he's going to be pretty good. If you want to look on the other side of the ball, that Giants D-line, there wasn't a whole lot of bright spots in the Giants in 2024. I'll concede to that, I guess. But they got Brian Burns. I think he's a hell of a linebacker. They got Kayvon Thibodeau, amazing edge rusher. They got Dexter Lawrence. They got Dexter Lawrence, and they got that cat from Penn State. That's going to be putting a lot of pressure on the Skins O-line and Jaden Daniels. They're going to collapse that pocket. They're going to make them really uncomfortable.
Yeah, and that's
Definitely
when Jaden
Giants.
Daniels scrambles and gets yards and first downs and extends drives and hammer home the Commanders at -6 for me.
All right, put up the Duke, son.
Dude, the Giants
Yeah,
aren't that good.
I mean-
You overhype the Giants every single year. The Giants have never been that good. They haven't been good since Odell Beckham. They're just a dog shit franchise. They're just bottom feeders every single year.
Yeah, and that cat that Sean was bringing up from Penn State is Abdul Carter. He is 100% not a cat, but a dog. I don't know. I think the Commanders win this one easily. 6 points is not enough. We were talking about 70 with the boys. I mean, Russell
Completely
Wilson
understand.
will be. Yeah, no, I mean, Commanders by 6.
That's a pretty
100%.
easy one, in my humble opinion. We got what the next one's Bengals Browns.
It is. Yep. 5.5 points.
Completely understand. The only thing I want to bring up though, the Giants. You could say the Giants have owned the Skins since the last 5, 6, 7 years or so. You want to bring up last year? Sure. The Commies beat them 27-22. The first time they played with Jaden Daniels, they got beat 18-21. Arguably, could have won the game if they would have signed a kicker. For all of those that remember, the Giants went into the game with one kicker that had a groin injury, tweaked it in the pregame, still tried to send him out there with a fraud of a kicker. Missed everyone, missed every PAT, damn near won that game.
Are you
Giants,
going back
don't
to the
overthink it.
fucking Giants game when we're on the
Yeah,
Bengals and Browns?
Yes.
Okay.
Just had to get that point across.
Dude, the Giants
Needed
are just not
that
good.
point
The
across.
Giants are not good. I don't care what you have
All right,
to
all right,
say.
Needed
all
to
right.
get that point
Yeah,
across.
we have to move on now. All right.
See you Sunday.
Cincinnati, Cleveland.
Bengals
we got the
5.5.
Bengals.
5.5 every
all
day
right.
of the week. The Bengals, their offense is just too good. I understand the Browns can get some pass rush on them, and it might be a little bit dirt ball fight for the first game of the year because offenses are trying to find their footing and whatnot. But the Browns just aren't good enough, right? They have Joe Flacco back there, and who knows if he's gonna fucking break a hip? I don't know. I trust Joe Burrow over Joe Flacco any day of the week.
Yeah,
See?
I would agree. The Bengals are getting sick and tired of being told they start historically slow. Coaching wise, I assume that that's got to be a point of emphasis that they're going to want to start fast. They're going to want to hit them in the mouth. I think that the Bengals should take care of business here. Divisional game, so I don't love that week 1. I'd love that more week 5 or 6 maybe, but I think they still take care of business.
I'm gonna buck the trend here. I'm gonna go Cleveland. I'm on
Zagging,
that
all right.
train of Cincinnati getting off to a slow start. Seems like every year you're talking about how they have to win out at the end to try and make the playoffs. Always kind of question how they put themselves in that situation. It's at Cleveland. I don't know. I mean, the dog pound's gonna be fucking barking. Give me Cleveland 5.5. All right. Cardinals Saints. Cardinals getting 6.5 points. Traveling to Nolans. Sean or Nick,
I'll take this one.
what are you guys
I
thinking?
think the Saints are absolute bottom feeders. They're not good. Spencer Rattler, just he's a backup QB. Like he's going to be a perennial backup QB for the rest of his career. And I think they're walking him out for Week 1, aren't they? Or am I tripping balls
Yeah.
right now? Yeah, they're walking Rattler
Uh,
out for
Yeah.
Week 1, and you're not going to be expected to win a whole lot of games. And the Cardinals, with by 6.5, so that's a touchdown. Dude, give me Cardinals 6.5. I mean, Kyler Murray, he's a very solid QB. They have a very solid offense. I don't know. I feel like the Cardinals just get it done pretty easily.
Now, my only concern here, Nick, you would know this better than I. When does the newest or latest Call of Duty has dropped?
Oh, dude, I haven't played COD in forever, but that's in like
All right.
November.
yeah,
Oh, then yeah,
we're
we're
good
fine.
on that.
That's
Yeah.
that's when we fade the Cardinals. No. The Saints are awful. Saints are terrible. I got them. For those of you, again, I don't know why you'd be listening at this point, but for those of us that have listened to the division previews, got them as my worst team in the NFL, 4-1. Not great, don't love it, but win's a win. So yeah, I would alt this up to 13.5. I feel completely comfortable doing that. I don't think that the Saints are going to be. No, Saints are going to get boat raced in the dome. Book it.
I feel like 9.5 is a pretty comfortable alt spread. Genuinely, like I kind of agree. I don't know about 13.5, but I think 9.5, if you want to alt it, would be a pretty comfortable cushion.
Those will be
Yeah.
the clips that you're pulling from me at 13.5, saying they won by 27. Get on this guy's takes. Just trying to make us some money here.
Yeah, dude.
I zagged last time, or I zigged. I don't know what I did with the Cleveland Cincinnati game, but I'm going Arizona 2 here at 6.5. I mean, I think if this isn't a week 1 game, like Nick said, the spread would be higher. I think the only reason it's 6.5 is because how confident are you in Kyler Murray and the Cardinals actually being semi decent? But yeah, I think the Saints are a dumpster fire, unfortunately. So give me Arizona minus 6.5. The next one is one that I am personally excited for. Most people probably won't be, but Steelers Jets,
Mm-hmm.
double revenge game. Justin Fields versus Aaron Rodgers. I mean, what else could you ask for in a week 1 matchup? Um, I'll start us off here. I love Steelers -3. Um, I think Aaron Rodgers will take care of business. I don't know if the Jets will be able to score many points. Personally, I hope I'm wrong there because I have Garrett Wilson on my fantasy team. But if the Steelers hit double-digit points, I think the -3 is safe here. So I'm going Steelers -3.
I completely agree. I would even alt spread this to like 6.5 and feel relatively comfortable. I don't think the Jets are going to be able to put up a whole lot of. They're not going to have a lot of motion on offense. If they didn't have a whole lot of motion on offense with Rodgers, and I understand that Rodgers wasn't the best last year, but he wasn't dog shit. And I truly, not saying Justin Fields is dog shit, but Justin Fields is dog shit. So I would alt that up to like 6.5, and I would feel pretty comfortable with that.
Love it. Sean, what are you thinking?
Also have the Steelers. I got them at, well, when I looked last time, but these books are ever changing. As we all know, I got the Steelers -3. I love the double revenge game that you highlighted, Brogan.
Mhm.
I've also been saying that for the last 2 weeks to anyone that'll listen. I think the Rodgers comes through here. I'm also high on Rodgers. Was he a Packer? Yes. Do I like him for that? Yes. Is he my favorite Packer? Absolutely not. The Viking and love and Brett Favre still will always hold a special place in my heart. But that being said, I still have mad respect for Aaron Rodgers. A lot of people think he's washed. I think he's with the Steelers and he's got something to prove. They're going to win the Super Bowl? Probably not. They're going to win those 9 games with Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers at the helm? Absolutely.
Mhm.
Steelers -3 all day here.
Love it. Um, Next matchup, Buccaneers Falcons. Buccaneers. So this line was 2.5 earlier today. Now has dropped to 1.5. It's turning into a pick 'em. Dirty NFC South matchup. I'm going to take the Bucks at -1.5, but eager to hear what you guys think of this brawl that's going to be happening in Atlanta.
I think it's going to be an absolutely dirty game. Like we were talking about in the last pod, with the Buccaneers having a new offensive coordinator, that's where things get a little bit weird, and you don't know what kind of Baker's going to roll out. But the Buccaneers team is just all around better, and they're just more tried and true than the Falcons. So I think -1.5 for the Bucks is pretty comfortable. I think they can get it done.
Yeah, I would also echo that sentiment here. So I think, yeah, they're still going to have Mike Evans. They got newly acquired through the draft, Tez Johnson. Sure, they don't have, they don't have a couple. They're missing a couple wide receivers. They got banged up during camp, but I think that the Buccaneers should be able to take care of business here. Now, I don't believe this is hate week, right? That's Atlanta, New Orleans, right? Brogan, you would
That's
know
true.
this more than
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That is,
It's still going to be a division game. Still going to be gritty. I mean, if they had Chris Godwin here, this would be an absolute like alt this thing up to 10.5. It's something fun, but I think that they're still going to have plenty of firepower. I mean, Bucky Irvin's going to get his. Mike Evans, anytime touchdown, you might as well book that. Yeah, it'll be a smash spot play.
Mm-hmm. Next one, a game that I'm sure many people are tuning in for. Dolphins at the Colts. Colts
Peter.
getting 1.5 points at home.
Uh,
I mean, Tua's healthy because it's week 1. I'm going Dolphins.
yeah, that one. I'm just gonna make this short and sweet because nobody actually gives a fuck about this game. Going Dolphins.
Now, I could go ad nauseum at this and explain all the reason that the Dolphins are going to win. Week 1, Tua healthy. We could do a flow chart. Is it in a dome? Yes. Oh, so it's out of the elements? Yeah. Look at Dolphins all the way. They're going to be too much speed, too many freak athletes on that field. It should be good. I got Dolphins to cover, Dolphins money line.
Love it. Next matchup, pretty interesting. I think Panthers at the Jaguars. Jaguars getting -3.5. Liam Cohen's debut down in
Duval.
All right, I thought you guys were gonna leave me hanging there. Appreciate you coming through. I don't know. This is another one of those games. I mean, I feel like there's not many this week 1. I mean, I have my biases. I'm feeling good going into week 1, but this is one of the games that I kind of seesaw back and forth on. I do like the Jags long term, but given Liam Cohen's press conference antics and it being his first game, I think I'm actually going to go with the Panthers here, getting 3.5 points.
I'm gonna go the exact opposite. I think Liam Cohen. I can't pronounce his last name because I'm just a little bit too fucking stupid for it. I don't know. I think Trevor Lawrence is gonna have a very solid year this year, and I think he's gonna start off strong against the Panthers. I think he's gonna throw for 2 tuds, and the Jags are gonna put up points. I feel like the final score is gonna be 28-17 or some shit like that, right?
All right.
I'm gonna say Jags. I'm gonna say Jags are gonna win comfortably, but I wouldn't alt it. -3.5 is good.
Ian?
Yeah. I mean, if you are an NFL junkie, you should love this game. This is a cat battle through and through. Panthers, Jags, absolutely love that first and foremost. But yeah, Liam Cohen's first game. I do believe that he's a player's coach. The players absolutely love him. I'm convinced that doesn't necessarily change that culture, but they're taking a step in the right direction. Sure, the Panthers had a good second half of the season, also played a little bit weaker teams. I do think Bryce Young can get there as an NFL quarterback. I do love Ted McMillan. I just think that the Jags at home, they got that dirty pool in Duval. It's going to be too much for them. Give me the Jags. Give me the Jags to cover.
Yeah, not surprised there, honestly, with you guys. I don't know. I feel like I'm going out on a limb there, trusting Bryce Young, but I don't know. It's week 1. We can see what happens. Next game, Raiders Patriots.
Dude.
The Raiders
Dude, I love
going
this one.
into New England. New England getting 3 points currently. I'll get out of the way quickly. I like the Raiders. I like Geno Smith. I think the Patriots will turn it on later in the year, but I mean, give me Geno Smith and the Raiders going into New England.
I'm
Plus 3 points.
100% on Brogan's sentiment right now. I think Geno Smith is a criminally underrated quarterback right now. So I would go Raiders money line straight up plus 130. I know we've been going spread, but to get that nice little plus money, I think it's going to take Drake May a little bit time to heat up in the year. While Geno Smith has been tried and proven for however many years he's been in the league. So give me the Raiders.
Seen?
So as I have highlighted a little bit, apparently I'm a Raiders fan, but Nick likes the Raiders more than I do, which I absolutely love. Anyway, I would say sure, Jacoby Myers requested a trade. That's neither here nor there. Probably going to be playing. They got Brock Bowers. They got Ashton Jeanty. It's Vrabel's first game back. Might be a little rusty. Might not necessarily get all the boys in shape that he was hoping for. But I actually like here a little bit more than anything is you can get Ashton Jeanty rushing for 80 plus yards at plus 130,
Ooh.
which I think that's a goddamn steal. I don't know anything about this Patriots run defense except they're not going to be good. They got a hard division that runs the ball. They're not going to be helping themselves. I think Jeanty plus you might be able to ladder this. Jeanty plus 110 rushing yards on his rookie debut, plus 463. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'd say Raiders money line. Raiders definitely cover here. That's one of my bets that we'll allude to later. But I think the Raiders
Love it.
Raiders get it done here.
House right on the Raiders.
All right, Titans going to Denver. We got Cam Ward, #1 overall pick, heading to Denver for his first NFL start. Broncos are 8.5 point favorites. It's a pretty high number for week 1, but I mean, given the fact they're playing the Titans, I think it's warranted. Yeah, I mean, give me the Broncos. It's a week 1 NFL start for a rookie quarterback, and the Titans were fucking terrible last year. So I might alt spread that thing to like 20.5. Anyways, yeah, give me Denver at minus 8.5.
I don't know. I kind of like the Titans at plus 8.5. Like I'm a little bit high on the Titans. I kind of like Cam Ward. Probably a little bit too much.
Oh, you're a little bit high. For the listeners that do not listen to our divisional preview, can you share how many wins you have for the Titans this year?
9, baby. I think I got 9 for the Titans. Dude,
Insane. I got him at 3.
I don't think that. I think 8.5 is just a little bit too much for the Broncos. I think the Titans keep it close. Now, do I love the 8.5? No. Would I bet it? No. But do I think that they could do it? Yeah. If I had to bet it, I would. So I'm gonna go Titans here.
All right.
I'm gonna be a
Sean, break the tie.
Don't overthink it. Just go Broncos.
Mhm.
Put Broncos money line in a parlay. That's going to be everybody's week 1 survivor pick.
Yeah.
It's there for a reason. It's the public's week 1 survivor pick for a reason. We're gonna boat race them. It ain't even gonna be close.
Love it. San Francisco, the Niners traveling to Seattle. Niners 2.5 point favorites, even though they're on the road up in Seattle. I give me the Niners minus 2.5.
I'm on the same boat. Niners.
Yeah, Niners. There's not a whole lot to say about this game. Divisional
Right.
game. It'll be ugly. Christian McCaffrey's going to get stuff going. Yeah, Niners.
All right, the next game, arguably one of the best games of the week. We are all Packers homers, so obviously we're biased here, but I do think looking at a lot of the matchups, this is probably a top 5 matchup for sure. We got Lions Packers.
Micah plant?
I mean, it sounds
Got
like
that
it. I
shot.
mean,
Yep.
right.
Micah playing, hammer the
Packers
Packers.
Packers are -2.5, so less than a field goal game. This line's kind of been all over the place. I think when it
I
initially
believe it
opened,
opened at the Lions' favor, right?
right. Yep, I believe you're right. So that's what it's kind of been all over the place. So yeah, Nick's taking the Packers. Sean, where are you feeling?
Obviously, Nick's taking the Packers.
What do you mean? I have the Packers winning the
Oh,
division. Fuck you. I mean, I have the not the
right.
Packers, the Lions winning the division.
So
They're at Green Bay, Barrow. They're
I'm
at Green Bay. They're at Green Bay.
right. I think we split this game. Think we split this season series, and I think that we win in Detroit on Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna go Detroit to cover here, just because I've bet I'm not even touching this game as just a better. I've been burned too many times in Week 1 NFL season with the Packers, so they're just not my do not bet team. Strictly financially, I've lost too much money on in Week 1.
Yep. I share that sentiment. As far as, well, maybe not betting the Packers week 1, but the sentiment of the Lions covering here with 2.5. Honestly, I would probably take the Lions if they were favored by 2.5. I'm high on the Packers this year, obviously being a fan of them, but something just tells me Dan Campbell's going to figure it out with the new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator. I don't know. They still have Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. They are probably going to combine for 300 rushing yards against us. So, yeah, give me the Lions plus 2.5, and then if that one loses, I'm a happy man next week. All right, the last afternoon game, Texans going to the Rams. The Rams are favored by 3 points. Who you guys got?
Oh, dude, give me the Texans. I don't believe in the Rams. I don't. Just through and through. Texans +3. Yeah, give me that.
Ron?
So, as both of you know, for the last few years, I've been an unabashed Matthew Stafford defender. The man wins a Super Bowl for the city of LA. Sure, he's got some back issues. Sure, he's old as shit. But guess what? He is playing NFL Sunday, week 1. I say the Rams get it done, and I say that they cover.
Yeah, I love that. I'm following Sean here with the Rams. I don't think Houston did anything for their offensive line. I could be wrong, but I think CJ Stroud's going to be running for his life. Um, yeah, I mean, Joe Mixon's out. Give me the Rams week 1. I mean, if this is like a week 10 game, then yeah, maybe I'm concerned about Stafford at that point. I mean, I know he had the problems in the preseason, but week 1, Stafford will be pumped and ready to go. Rams -3. All right, arguably the best game of the week, the Sunday night special. Ravens heading to Buffalo to play the Bills. Ravens, at the time of this recording, 1.5-point favorites on the road in Buffalo. What are you guys thinking for this one?
This one's really tough, but I don't know. I kind of like Lamar Jackson and the Ravens covering the spread purely because they just have more weapons, just through and through than the Bills. I understand that they have the fucking Winter Soldier in Buffalo, but Lamar Jackson's just as good and arguably, if not better. So I don't know. I think the Ravens are just more complete team. It's gonna be a really fun game to watch, but I think Lamar Jackson gets it done.
All right. It's a good angle. I think so. We got the over at 50.5. I don't know, man. I get a good feeling about this Buffalo team. At least they're going to be a fun team this entire season. I got them. We'll feed into the Bills Mafia. We'll go Ravens or not Ravens, Jesus. Bills cover, possibly Bills money line. I don't know. I like that it's plus. I like that you can get the Bills at home at plus money. I don't give a shit
Mm-hmm.
what team they're playing. I absolutely love that.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I could look back in the years. I don't know how many times the Bills have been plus money at home in the last few years. Definitely an outlier there. I think the difference is this game is in September. How scary is Buffalo in September? Not. I like the Ravens here as well. If this game was in 2 months, I'd probably go in Buffalo, but week one, I mean, the Ravens had that heartbreaker week one against the Chiefs last year with Isaiah Likely wearing size 15 shoes and having his toes be out. I think the Ravens start this year off better and get the win up in Buffalo. All right, so now we're to Monday night, and we have the NFC North showdown of the Vikings going to the Bears. The Vikings -1.5 heading to Chicago to play the Bears. I'll just get out in front of this one. I think the Bears stomp the Vikings. I think Caleb Williams takes a decent jump here in year 2. And I mean, the Vikings are starting JJ McCarthy, hurt last year, and I'm a college ball lover. Watched him at Michigan the year they won the title. He's a good game manager, but if you have to rely on his arm to win a game, it's not going to happen. So, give me the Bears.
I'm on that sentiment too, and it's JJ's first game. I know, like, I'm really high on Cam Ward, but like, it's JJ's first game actually playing. I know he sat for a year and whatnot. I think Caleb Williams is, a bottom 3 quarterback in the league, but I think the Bears are going to be able to squeak this one out against the Vikings. I would take their money line at plus 102 right now. That's pretty comfortable, especially being at home. I think the Bears can win.
Yeah,
Scene?
not to sound like a broken record, I would also agree. I think this is one of the games that Caleb's painting a W in his nails for. They not even that, just that, but Justin Jefferson missed a lot of time during camp, and for somebody that is coming off of an MCL surgery, you just need to be in rhythm with your receiver. If he's missing time and you're actually there for once, I don't think they're going to sync up right away. Maybe later on in the year, maybe like halfway through, but I don't see it happening in week 1, especially with Jordan Addison being out. Give me Bears all day there.
Love it. All right, so yeah, there's all of our picks for the spreads for this week 1, the 2025 NFL season. We will keep track of this, and we will see who is by week and overall the best at picking the spread, and whoever is the worst come the end of the season will have a punishment to pay. So if you have any suggestions for that punishment, you have no way to reach out to us, but reach out to us and give us your ideas.
Looking at you, Mom.
Be a
Let's
carrier pigeon
let's
would
get a
be
hold of this
appreciated.
podcast.
Yeah, right. All right. So now that we're done with the spreads, we're going to move on to our weekly heaters. So these are bets that, we're not asking you to tail. These are heaters for a reason. We like them for a reason, but they're going to be high risk, high reward.
Yeah, bet at
I
your
only
risk.
have right. Do not. We are not guaranteeing these to hit, but these are some fun heaters that, if they do hit, we're going to be having a good time. I do have only one heater this week. I was not well prepared in the heater category. I might get laughed at for this. It's kind of been over social media, and I'll be honest, that's where I picked it up. But Darnell Washington, anytime touchdown for the Steelers. You're probably asking yourself, who the fuck is Darnell Washington? He is the Steelers blocking tight end. I don't even know if he's had a red zone target in his career. But this guy is massive. And being a Packers fan, what do I know about Rodgers? That guy loves his tight ends in the red zone. Whether it's Big Dog, Mercedes Lewis, Jermichael Finley back in the day.
Rip.
Jimmy Graham when he had Graham, but
Right.
Graham couldn't catch
That's what I
shit.
mean. So why do I love this as a heater? Right now on FanDuel, it's plus 1,900, which is a fair value. But I think on DraftKings, it's like plus 1,100. So some people are catching on to this, I think. But anyways, big tight end, big target for Rodgers in the red zone. It's plus 1,900. Probably won't hit this week, but am I going to be betting this for the next few weeks and making my money if it hits by like week 10? Probably. So anyways, that's my one heater of the week is Darnell Washington, anytime touchdown, plus 1,900.
So Sean, you can take your heaters from here. I have to adjust one of mine, so.
All right, works for me. So, one that I bet on Saturday, it would be talked about it Got it in pretty early, so not like a crazy heater or anything, but we got plus 218 for an alt spread of the Eagles at minus 16 and a half. I think they absolutely boat race this Dallas Cowboys. This Dallas Cowboys team, they're gonna be just bad this year, man. I'm glad that I got in on the under at plus money. Got that nice CLV. So that's one of them. The next one that I would have, this might just be something to sprinkle if I can get it at the kiosk at Old Pato in a couple days here, would be Ashton Jeanty's ladder rushing prop of it's minus 128 at 70 yards, plus 130 at 80, plus 197 at 90. I would go all the way up to like plus 720 at 120. I think that could be a fun thing. You could make a really shit game pretty fun if Ashton Jeanty has a lot of carries, which I think he will because I think the Raiders are going to be stomping them.
Love it. And that ladder starts at 70, you said, right?
Yeah, 70 all the way to
Yeah.
like 120.
Love it.
All right. You ready for this? I have 3 heaters for the week. All right, we have
Okay.
we the very first one's gonna be a long ball, boys. Okay. So I have the AJ Brown under receiving yards at 71 and a half
Really?
for minus 112. I think that they're just gonna be winning. I think they're just gonna be winning, and they're just gonna run the ball, and it's just the Cowboys aren't gonna do anything about it. So Brown
Oh,
under,
it's 71 and a half?
yeah. Last year he averaged
Wow.
like what 75 yards a game, 76 yards a game,
Mhm.
something like that. And so
All right.
I'm assuming it's gonna be more of the same.
So you're coming in with just a standard
Nope,
under
nope,
as your
parlay.
first heater.
Parlay.
Oh,
parlay.
okay.
And
Thank
How
then
many legs?
it's a 4-legger.
All right.
Okay. The next one is Higgins over 62 and a half for minus 110. I think Joe Burrow is going to be slinging the rock. Tony Pollard anytime tud at plus 145. And now this is the longest leg out of all of them. Yeah, okay. A golden anytime tud at plus 215. Okay. So
Don't hate it.
the final odds for that come out to be plus 2,688. So that is
Now that's the fucking heater.
yeah, that's a heater. So it's $10 to win $278.88. Now, would I suggest you bet that? No. Will I bet it? Probably, because I'm fucking silly like that. Okay. My other heaters, I have 2 more. Burrow over 270 passing yards at plus 103. DK anytime plus 190. JT anytime minus 175. Odds are plus 825. So that's $10 to win 92.51. Which I'm a much bigger fan of that. And then my
Who was
last one,
sorry, you lost me after between Burrow and JT. Who was your second anytime or your first anytime? But the
DK.
second line
DK.
DK. Okay, yep. All right. Sorry.
My last heater is Bengals money line at minus 238. Steelers spread at minus 102. Tampa Bay spread at 2.5 at minus 105. And that's plus 425. So that's $10 to win 52.58. I really like that last one. I'm definitely going to be hammering that. And I'm going to throw $20 on that.
Yeah, that does seem pretty nice actually to get over plus 400 on that.
Yeah, I think it's a very, very solid. If I'm going to stamp my name on any of my heaters, that's definitely going to be the one that I'm like, guys, if you like money, consider it,
Not bad. Not bad.
Dean, I know you're a heater lover as much as anybody else in this world. Did you have any besides the Eagles alt spread in the Ashton Jeanty ladder?
Now the Eagles alt spread's nothing crazy either. I don't love the plus 200 or essentially 3 possessions, but I do feel strongly about the Jeanty rushing ladder. Otherwise, we'll go pretty safe to the chest to this week, but I expect week 2 I'll probably have some fucking darts.
Right. And just the reminder that these heaters could get more crazy as we go on if there's a few shots involved at the beginning of the episode.
Oh yeah, we'll have something cooked up by the end.
Right. Speaking of the shots, let's get to our weekly locks. So, reminder that these next picks, each of us will make 5 of them. These are our weekly locks, and these are the ones that we will be penalized for if they do not hit by taking a shot for everyone that loses at the beginning of the next episode. So we'll go one by one here, or what do you guys think? One by one, or should I just do all 5 of mine?
You
One
rip
by
off all
one,
5 of
leave some.
yours. Rip
All
them
right,
off.
I'll rip the Band-Aid off. All right. First one, I'm going to college. We got Iowa State, Iowa this weekend in college football. The Cyhawk, for those ball knowers. Listen, Iowa State is favored by 3 points. Give me that. I'm taking Iowa State -3. It's -115, but I mean, come on now. Iowa, they suck. They got South Dakota State transferring from D3. He figured out last week that this ain't D3 no more. Iowa State's gonna shit on Iowa this weekend. So Iowa State -3 is my first lock. Staying in college ball. Staying in college ball. Illinois -3. They're going to Duke. I forgot to mention that Iowa State game is at Iowa State. But Illinois is going to Duke. Listen, Illinois is ranked like 11th or 10th in the country. They're a good ball club. They got Brett Bielema leading them. But they're actually a very talented team. Duke, I mean, they were relevant when Daniel Jones was there. I don't know. I mean, I was kind of shocked that this line was only -3. Love that as well. That's -112 for Illinois, the spread. And my final college ball lock of the week, UNLV money line. It's only +120, so it's not as hot as I want it to be. But they're playing UCLA. Nico Iamaleava, the guy who left Tennessee. I mean, he sucks. UCLA got boat raced in week 1. UNLV, who's their coach? Do they have Dan Mullen? I think they have Dan Mullen. They got a bunch of transfers this year. I don't know. I love UNLV as a college team this year, and I think UCLA is dog water. So give me UNLV money line +120.
You are correct. It is Dan Mullen.
Yep, that's what. Yeah. So exactly. I mean, UCLA stands no chance. So I'm going back to the NFL for my last 2. I'm really high on the Buccaneers this year, so I will take the Tampa Bay spread of -1.5 for -115 as my 4th lock. And you guys alluded to it. I don't know if I alluded to it as strongly, but my final lock will be Bears money line on Monday night. And that is +102 right now, so it's still plus money. It's creeping really close to even money. I mean, +102 is even money, I guess. But love the Bears week 1. So those are my 5 picks: 3 college, 2 NFL. 100%, all of those are going to hit.
I don't think Iowa got boat race, or Iowa didn't boat race, but I don't think they didn't lose
No.
or they didn't win a close game.
I don't know if I said Iowa got boat raced. UCLA got boat raced. I said Iowa got the South Dakota transfer. He was from South Dakota State, Division III champion.
I thought they won pretty convincingly
against Albany or whatever. I mean, it was. Look up Mark Gronowski's stats and get back to me if you think he's leading Iowa to. I mean, he's
34-7. Yeah.
So, anyways, Iowa State. Yeah, love me some Iowa State.
That's bad. 8 of 15 for 44 yards and a tud. Jeez.
Right. Against Albany. Yeah. That's something to look forward to.
Like the Badgers out there. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
All right. So those are my 5 locks. If you want to make money, all 5 of those will hit. See you next week.
Okay. Sean, you want to hit yours?
But you never ask. All right. We're going Eagles cover, obviously. Don't overthink it. I also am doing the Bucks -1.5. Gonna be close, but really shouldn't be. I think the Bucks take care of business, get it done. I got Dolphins covering. Probably going to go money line, but Dolphins covering the 1.5. Probably do money line in a separate bet. We got maybe the Jags here minus 3.5 at even money. Are you kidding me? That's great. Then we got all the way down, and do I love betting Caleb Williams? Not always. Will I bet him sometimes? Yeah, especially when they're playing the Vikings. Absolutely. Give me the Bears plus 1.5. And you can parlay all those together for plus pretty much 25 to 1.
Love that.
All right. So
Nick?
I guess we're all riding on the Tampa Bay spread. I guess we're all pretty fucking confident in Tampa Bay spread. Holy shit! I didn't realize that we were all gonna have that for our lock.
Oh,
I'm not
that could
gonna
be
change
fun.
it. Yeah, I'm not gonna change it. If we lose next week, is gonna be pretty fun.
Hmm.
So I'm going Tampa Bay. The spread. I'm going Raiders money line. I just love it. I just love that Raiders money line. And I
I do
think
too.
BTJ anytime touchdown plus 130. I think that's a little bit frothy. I mean, that's a little bit aggressive for what we're trying to do here, but I actually really like that a lot. I really like the BTJ anytime tud. Um,
Hmm.
and I really like George Pickens 60 plus receiving yards. That's plus 105 for 60 plus receiving yards for Pickens. With everybody focusing on CD Lamb and the Cowboys are going to have to throw the rock a lot, I think Pickens can easily get 60 yards. And my last one
Hmm.
is me being a homer, Matthew Golden, plus 50 yards. It's at minus 111. I think Matthew Golden can relatively easily get plus 50 yards. I think Matt LaFleur is going to try and get him involved in the offense early and often. Um, so those are my locks. I think Matthew Golden's going to be kind of one of those guys where it's going to be like you don't know if he's going to put up 20 yards or 120. You know what I mean? And I think this week he's going to do very solid against the Lions because they don't know what to expect.
Love that. And I mean, love the diversity here, right? We got some college ball, a lot of NFL, obviously, with it being week one. Um, but we got spreads, we got money lines, we got anytime touchdowns, we got receiving yards. So if you're looking for props, you're looking for whatever, um, we got some locks here for you. All right, last piece for this pod here, parlay of the week. So each one of us will pick one more lock. It could be a double up from our weekly locks, or it could be a brand new lock. But each of us will pick a lock for the parlay of the week um, that we will guarantee as a pod will be hitting. And if the lock does not hit, we will be penalized at the start of next episode. Why don't we go in reverse order of the locks and put Nick back on the clock here? First pick for the parlay of the week. What do you got?
So one thing I will say, I think we should all have the Bucks. So I think it should be a four-legger. We
Okay.
all
All
are
right.
in
Okay.
unison for the
Okay.
Bucks.
Yeah.
I actually love that. If we
I
all have the same week lock of the week, then it automatically gets added into the parlay of the week.
I'm chiller with that. So
Good, good call.
so another thing is we're gonna try and keep these above one minus 150, so 150 or above.
Right.
So
I mean, nothing too safe.
yeah, so I'm gonna go with Devonte Adams plus 50 receiving yards against the Texans. I think he can get it done, and his line I think is at like 60 something. So like I think him getting a safe 50 yards is pretty doable for him.
Tay, I mean, so you're loving Tay with the Rams right away. No concerns about Puka getting his.
Nope. Fuck
All
Puka.
right.
Devonte Adams. Devonte Adams eats. He's not gonna get.
All
He's
right.
not gonna put up 100 yards, but he'll get 50.
All right. Scene.
All right. What do we say this had to be? 1 plus 150 and above?
Minus 150
Oh,
or above.
minus
Oh,
150.
minus
Yeah.
150. Okay.
So we don't want any like we don't want you picking Eagles money line. We're trying to make people some money here.
What? All right. Um, we'll go. We'll see how it is. I mean, I'll always say Mike Evans anytime touchdown, but we're gonna go Fins spread plus 1.5.
Like that. I think we were all in agreement on that. Didn't get into the locks.
We had another leg.
No. So you're the only one who put it in your locks. I'm saying when we were talking about spreads, not necessarily
gotcha.
betting, but what we liked for the spreads. We were all on the Fins for that game. So it's a good ad there. All right. So right now with those 3 legs on DraftKings, we're at a 3-pick parlay at plus 485. Now we just need one more leg. And I think it's only right to do an anytime touchdown because we've got the yardage props. We've got 2 spreads. So I think we should throw a touchdown into this thing. Now, the question is, do we get super frothy and go Darnell Washington at plus 1900?
Well,
it's up to you.
No. I'm kidding. That's way too rich for my blood.
How thirsty you are for next week.
Pretty thirsty I am actually. I'm gonna add something from the Ravens Bills since that's the primetime game that I think everybody's gonna be tuning into. And this might come back to bite me. But give me Josh Allen anytime touchdown at minus 110. I mean, if the Bills have any shot in that game, he's going to have to take over. And I know James Cook just signed his extension and everything, but week 1, Josh Allen's going to be putting on a show on Sunday Night Football. So Josh Allen anytime TUD at minus 110. So the parlay of the week, Buccaneers minus 1.5, Davante Adams 50+ receiving yards, Miami Dolphins plus 1.5, and Josh Allen anytime touchdown scorer comes out to be on DraftKings plus 1,017. Those of you that maybe don't fully understand what that means, if you bet $10, the payout will be $111.72. That's a heater. That's a free $100. Go bet that now.
That's a weekly degeneracy stamp of approval right there. If you like free money,
right,
you might as well bet that, and then thank us later.
Right. So, yeah, if you made it to this point in the podcast, and we will maybe be back next week with some punishments, but probably not because we're all just going to hit all of our bets and make a ton of money this week 1 of the NFL season.
Beautiful. All right, thanks for stopping in, boys.
All right.